Are you planning a wedding? Hello everyone, I am officially live. It is Thursday and I'm excited to be with you guys. I hope you're enjoying your week thus far. And before I get started, I wanted to hone in on a few things about Learn with AC. I had to make some changes to the website structure. So if you have been to the website and you notice that it looks a little different, I just wanted you to know that I did make some changes so you are on the right page. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss in here, I'm always checking, guys, to make sure that you can see me and hear me. So when I start out, I always started a little bit slow because I always like to check as opposed to just getting into a whole bunch of content and you can't hear me, right? That would suck. Image is clear, but audio is out at the moment. Alan, so you cannot hear me at all? Okay, hold on. Second. Let me see. Alan, can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. I hear you. Okay, thank you, Jamie. I was on a previous video call, so it might have still had the audio from that. So I've been using the audio. But if you guys can hear me, I'm gonna check real quick so you can hit reverb. It might, yep, there we go. We should be good. Okay, so just a few updates for you guys. The first one is, like I said, I made some changes to the website just because I have a lot of content coming for next year, and also with me doing some upcoming speaking engagements, I needed to make sure that you guys can find content that you want and need for educational purposes. And I also wanted to tell a little bit more about myself as far as, you know, where I come from and my why, and give a little bit of inspiration to new people that are finding out about Learn with AC. Sorry, laugh out loud, loud and clear. No worries, Alan. If you can't hear me, I'd rather you tell me than not, because then I would just be like this. And you'd still be like, hey, I can't hear you, right? So it's okay, no worries, fine. I'm not judging. Okay, so I made some changes to the website. It's nothing, you know, where you're going to get lost. I actually think I'm always about doing things better and simpler. I know that's probably not the popular way, but I'm a minimalist, and however we can make things easier, simpler, more understandable, more reliable, that's my lane. That's the lane that I stay in. And so I'm just really excited that I finally have just more inspiration coming in. I don't even want to say I finally have the site where I want it, because I said that before, but it's like any updates that I make are always going to be for the benefit of the group and or the website. I'm sorry, y'all, hold on. And or the website. So as always, guys, you know that you can ask questions. This is a safe place. Don't ever feel like your questions are dumb. Somebody may have asked it, but maybe it didn't get answered within the thread, who knows? So what I'm going to do is, this is Learn with AC website. I'm putting in the comments right now. The official link is www.unashemedimaging.com/education. That is the education page where you can find free content, advanced content, mentoring information, as well as video marketing information and the shop. Okay, so that you can find there. I think you guys will actually like the new setup that I have. I love it. Like, I actually got off and was like, this is so cool. It's cool. Let's just leave it at that. So that's the first thing about the new setup for the home page of the site. The shop is still the same, so I'm not going to update that just yet because I like where it's at. I think it's easy to navigate, and like I said, I'm a minimalist, so navigation is something that I definitely care about. Okay, so the next thing is I some free marketing content. I did a free marketing series which talked about, the first one was visibility, the second thing was social media, the third was email marketing, and the fourth was my fave, video marketing, right? I know you guys know about that. And so I chose those three because, I chose those four because I know that those are the most practical and the I don't want to say easy ways, but they're entry level ways to get into video marketing, find which is your lane, and then execute. So I wanted to go live and just talk about those 4 ways before heading to, I have a meeting that I'm trying to get to. I'm excited about meeting some other entrepreneurs from out of the state. And so I hope my hair stays neat, and I'm going to meet up with them. But like I said, I wanted to get on here and talk about that. So let's start. So the first thing that I mentioned within the video marketing series was visibility. Now, when it comes to visibility, I honed in on getting published, getting out there, and being seen. And if you really think about it, visibility can also apply to showing yourself on social media, okay? It can also apply to email marketing. And without a doubt, it definitely applies to video marketing, right? And so the reason why I put that on there is because I think a lot of times people think that these things are so hard, and a lot of times they're sitting right in front of you, like literally right in front of you. And all you have to do is either get with someone that you're able to understand. So like, you guys are in this group, there's a reason why you're in here. No one in this group has been forced to be here. I didn't say, please join my group to make me feel special. No, if you're in this group because there's something that attracted you here, you like it, and you're enjoying the content, you feel safe. I mean, I can go on forever and ever, but that's the whole point of Learn with AC, is a practical group where you can really get what you want and need. And know that you guys can always write me a message or send me an email if you're like, hey, I want to learn a little bit more about this. And I tell you 2 ways: either I'll give it to you or I'll provide you with a resource that has it. For example, I was on a call earlier, which is probably why you guys couldn't hear me, because we were on a video call with someone who is excellent at video scripting. Why did I reach out to this person? I reached out to this person because video scripting has a lot to do with getting on video. Like, I'm talking to you guys, I'm a little bit more comfortable because I know what I'm talking about. But a lot of people who are still having trouble going live or doing video at all, even if you're not doing it live, they find themselves more fearful or afraid because they don't know what to say. And the reason why they don't know what to say is because they have no structure. So you can have an idea of what you want to talk about. Like, I chose to talk about the free marketing series, like what I discussed live today, right? So you can have an idea of what you want to talk about, but if you don't know how to say it, where to start, how to really connect with your audience, it's just whatever, right? And so I will be sharing you guys, or sharing that content with you guys. And I'm thinking that, I think we spoke about it, that they will be doing some kind of either video in here or Facebook Live to connect with you guys. So definitely look out for that. I'm excited for that to happen, like more than I could probably express right now. So yeah, so visibility. So that's why I choose the things that I choose. So the other 3 pieces of marketing that were in the free marketing series all apply to visibility. So if you were just stuck on getting published and you were like, well, that's it. No, they all correlated. That's why they were released in the order that they were. So the second one was social media. And the bottom line is, social media is not going anywhere. Now, what you need to figure out is what platform you excel on. So for me, most of my people find me on Instagram. I'll be honest with you. I get brides that book me straight from Instagram. They go to my website, of course, but they're like, I'm done. I'm so like, where do I go? How do I make this happen? So if you are not on Instagram and haven't found your presence there, then maybe your audience is on Facebook. I know some people who have a really big Facebook audience and a horrible or not so good Instagram, and vice versa. So your social media doesn't have to be everywhere that an influencer tells you to go. If Instagram is not your platform, then it's not your platform. If Facebook is, then that's your platform. I'll be honest, guys, I've been on Twitter for like the last week, and I had like 900 followers, something like, it was definitely on the lower end of 900, and I've already surpassed, like I just gained like 100 followers somehow. And Twitter is not like the #1 thing that people are talking about. I'm finding an audience there. So don't sleep on some of these social media platforms that are out there that you may actually do better on, as opposed to the ones that are really popular. LinkedIn is another one. Don't sleep on LinkedIn. Even if you start out with just like a minimal, if you start out with like a minimal profile and you don't have much content, grow on there, figure out how to use it for the best of your ability. But not being on it is better. I mean, not being on it is worse than being on it and at least starting, working your way up. There's no race, just be seen. Okay. So that was visibility and social media. And then the next was email marketing. Now, email marketing, there's so many ways you could do it. You can use MailChimp. I know some people who use ConvertKit, I think is one. Hi, Marvin. What's up? That is another resource that you can use. When it comes to email, you have to kind of take a few steps back and use the other tools that I've given you guys, which is content. What content are you presenting? What is your language when you're talking to people through email? Are you just hey, let me email you and update you about my life and everything that's going on with me, and these sunspots are killing me on my face. Hold on, yeah. It's because the light is changing. Let me see if I can convert this. Okay, that's a little better. So, some people, I've actually had to leave some emails that I signed up, newsletters that I signed up to, because it was draining me. And I don't mean and they may have been a good person, but it was draining me in the sense that I'm not your diary, and it was hard for me to do my own thing and then get emails that were like, oh, let me tell you about all my struggles and stuff like that. But I have this tool that'll help. I just couldn't do it. So, think about those things when you're writing your emails to your audience. Maybe your emails are just for brides, and you send out your new tips that are out for the month or the week or whatever. Yeah, I'll be sharing this video with folks. Those emails can stack up. Alan, I'm not on here to throw shade or hate at anyone. Everyone has their own lane, but I've unsubscribed to a lot of emails because it is draining. I already have to deal with a lot of emails just from a business, marketing, and clientele aspect. Now I have to look at emails that are like, oh yeah, let me tell you about the finger that I lost, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. It's just additional things that I don't need to absorb. But at the same time, if someone writes me an email, if I'm in someone's newsletter and they're sending me an email how they started out with business and how they struggled, and then they're talking about how they excelled, then of course I'm like, okay, I get the correlation, but I'm not your diary. So honestly, guys, even if you feel that way with me, I hope you don't, because I do stay in the lane that I'm speaking. But even if you feel that way with me and you have to unsubscribe, you won't get the content that I'm sharing. But touche. But you have to figure out where you fit, and fit as far as when you're subscribing, and then think about what you're sending when you're when you decide to use email marketing as your choice. Hopefully that didn't just my calendar popped up with a notification, so sorry about that. All right, so and the last one, if you guys thought that it was not going to be in the free marketing series that I did, you definitely still don't know me, and that's okay. Video marketing, if you guys know anything about me, I am a geek for video marketing. I've actually officially labeled myself as the video marketing chick. So if you want to go around and start calling me the video marketing chick, you have my permission. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I almost typed in video marketing chick website. So I'm gonna put that link in here real quick in the comments for you guys. I know that some of you already know how to get to the website, but for those that are new, you'll have the link to it. So here's the link on my site for video marketing. And staying on that, I posted in the group earlier that the first module is free. Now there's more content to it, but it's just to really get your feet wet and to give you a taste of what I'm presenting, how I'm presenting it, what content we're talking about. And guys, literally, I just got off a call not too long ago, which is, like I said, why initially you couldn't hear my audio. There are still people who are not using video in their business. Like, I kid you not. And I'm still shocked at how many are not using it, because it's really like, it's not going away, and not using it is actually hurting yourself more than helping you. The conversion rate of businesses who use video over businesses that don't is like at least 73%, like more chance of booking. So whatever your niche is. So why would you not do something that's going to ultimately help your business? And like I said, you don't have to be perfect. Like, this setup to some people may not be ideally perfect. It works for me. It's working for my audience. You know, you find what works for you. If you can't do it from your computer, use your cell phone. Like, it works. You know, the reasons outside of maybe not knowing how to come up with content and stuff like that, that I get. And that's why, like I said, I have the content creation strategy and tracker and strategy creator. And that is to help you to figure out, to just put your thoughts together and to figure out, how does this work for me? And I'm putting that link in here too, guys. I'm always throwing my resources at you, so you know you're not alone. They are out there. You just have to go grab it. Like, nothing comes to you. No one owes you anything. You have to go out there and get it. What you want, you have to go out there and get it. Whatever that looks like for you, do it. But you can't sit there and complain about, you know, this person or that or this and that if you're not doing anything to fix it or to, you know, to get what you want. So I just put the link in there for the content creation tracker and strategy creator. And like I said, that's a tool that I use. That's how I stay organized. I'm a solopreneur, and I do a lot of things that people are like, how the heck is she doing all this by herself? Okay. And as Marvin would say, my hair still stays neat, right? So anyway, to recap, because I am about to get off, the free marketing series, I talked about visibility was number 1. Number 2 was social media. Number 3 was email marketing. And number 4 was video marketing. So guys, if you're not doing any of those, start with 1. If you're doing 2, go to 3. If you can do all 4, that's great. Pace yourself, of course. And if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. So I will open up. I really do need to go because I don't know how far this meeting is. I'm supposed to be there at 4, and I like to be timely. So, and I also don't want to get in an accident. So if you have any questions, now is your time to throw them in a comment, and I will answer them. I will even invite someone on live if they want to come live. I think I can do it from here. Yeah, no, that's to watch. Never mind on that. But if you have any questions, shoot them in, throw them in a comment. I'm going to literally get off at 3:08. So in the interim, I will just keep talking to you because I don't mind. So one of the things that helped me to create content was starting with what my clients and or couples, because remember, I don't just shoot weddings, what they were bringing forth to me as areas as areas where they needed education. So a great place for you to start with content that you're going to be like, oh, wow, that was easy, is your frequently asked questions. If you're not writing them down, even if you don't have a section on your website, if you're not writing them down, that's free content right there that your own clients are giving you. Who's some of your inspiration for building brands? Gary Vee and Nike are my top 2. Well, Gary Vee is my inspiration when it comes to business. And business, visual attention, engagement, that's Gary Vee for me. As far as building brands, I follow a lot of people that are not even in my industry. So that would be music artists. That would be, I mean, there are like maybe, actually there's only like 2 photographers that I follow heavy that I like. I just like their professionalism and their brand presence, but I don't follow a lot of people that are within my industry. And the reason why is because eventually everyone starts doing the same thing. That's why you'll notice in here, I don't tell you do it like I'm doing it. I give you the resource. I give you the umbrella, and then you're supposed to take that, cover yourself as essentially, and figure out how do you streamline off of that. So example, I'm not telling you to make commercials like I do for my brand, just like I do. No, I'm telling you, use video marketing or use video or create a promo. That's your umbrella. And then you have the little, what they call like strings from them. And maybe I'll share a graphic in here to show you guys like how to really like use an umbrella topic and then stream off of that. That's something you guys would like. You can let me know in a comment. I wouldn't mind sharing that kind of content in here. But as far as, like I said, as far as building a brand, like I definitely go outside of my niche, because if you really go within your niche, you will find so many people doing the same thing. And that's because people look for the quick and easy. And I'm about the journey. Even with Gary Vee, if you watch his content, he'll tell you like it's about the journey. It's not about those who speed because they want that quick attention. Guess what happens? They die, because it's like, oh, okay, well, they already met their goal. So now I'm bored. Really, that's the best way I can explain it. So I'm about the journey. I'm in this for the longevity. So even when it comes to teaching video marketing, when I first laid out like the meat of my course, I already had like content that was piling up, and then I put it into a course, and now I'm being hired to speak at conferences and retreats. But when I first started, the content that I had when I first started, I've had to change some of that. I've had to update some of it because things have changed. And I may have to tweak some stuff closer to the events that I'm speaking at in January and, in March and April, because things change. Like, perfect example. I don't know if anyone noticed in this group. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I know Delisa noticed because it was more in your face. But Facebook changed the video cover, the group cover photo. They made it, before it was like a 16 by 9, like real stretched out 16 by 9. They made it so when we woke up 2 days ago, let me see when I updated it. I think it was like 2 days ago. The 28th, right? So yeah, so much sauce in one video. Love it, Alan. So when you came into the group or any group, the photo was like almost squared, and the rest was not visible. So I had to figure out in that moment what size was the new video. I keep saying video cover. Sorry, what size was the new cover, because I couldn't make the cover the old way because it wouldn't fit. The cool thing is that it's the same thing. It's the same, the purpose of the group hasn't changed, but it's actually more visible. So I'm not exactly sure why Facebook did the change, but my whole point is, what I'm expressing is that you can wake up tomorrow and Instagram is not the number one thing and it's Twitter, or Twitter is not the number one thing and it's Snapchat. And I'm still slowly growing on Snapchat. Sorry, you guys. I'm not the best Snapchatter, if that's it. If anyone on here is a Snapchat expert or is using Snapchat and would like to go live one day in the group and give us some tips, shoot me a message and let's get that set up, because I would love to do that if you guys would like to. But I am not the biggest Snapchatter. I just know that some of my audience is there. All right, guys. I went over 2 minutes. It's 3:10. And I need to go. But if you have any questions, if you're just tuning into this video, you can always leave your questions as a comment, and I will still answer them, either depending on what you're asking. It may be a content video that I can do, or I can just answer here in a question. Until then, see you later. Side note, if you want to tune in tonight, I'll be live on Unashamed Imaging's Facebook page for my wedding content. I'm talking about hiring photographers and videographers for your wedding day. And so if you want to tune in tonight, I'll be on at 5. You can tune in there. Otherwise, see you later. Bye, guys. Keep being great.